Tonight, Mystery Diner. Mike and Berenice Thomas, owners of Fender's Moto Cafe in Portland, Oregon, are concerned about missing motorcycle memorabilia.
We've noticed that some of the items for the motorcycle raffles came up missing.
Is their staff stealing from them? Or are their customers the culprits?
This is very weird.
The Mystery Diners are committing theft
She's walking out the door with it.
in order to show Mike and Berenice what's really going on.
If Joseph sells that helmet, I'm gonna lose it.
Owning a restaurant isn't easy. You can have great food, atmosphere, and customers. Can ruin everything. That's where the Mystery Diners come in. Charles Styles has helped thousands of restaurants find their problems and remove them. He sends in his team of undercover operatives
Yeah.
to show restaurant owners what really happens when they're not around.
This is my business.
My name is Michael Thomas,
And I'm his wife, Berenice Colbert Thomas.
and we own Fender's Moto Cafe and Brew Pub.
Here in Portland, Oregon.
Fender's is a place where people that love motorcycles can come and have good food, good beers.
And one of the coolest things about our restaurant is that some of the motorcycles or the memorabilia that we have up on the walls has been donated to us by the public.
Before you have one of our entrees, you gotta try one of our appetizers. My favorite's the Hopper. It's brie cheese, sauteed mushrooms and bourbon, candied walnuts, grapes with a baguette bread. It is killer.
And we also make a lot of great burgers here.
My favorite's the Fender's V-Twin Burger. It's got 2 patties, habanero jelly, lots of cheese, sauteed onions.
And it even comes with a big steak knife pounded to the center of a pretzel bun to put together.
After you're done going on that cruise with your gal or your buddies, you just gotta end up here at Fender's because we'll feed you right. Our passion for motorcycles goes beyond just having a motorcycle-themed restaurant. We've actually started organizing fundraisers to help down motorcycle victims. The reason we call it Mystery Diners is because motorcycle items that have been donated for our fundraisers came up missing. If these motorcycle accessories are being stolen, which we really think they are, that's less money that we can raise for the fundraisers to help the people in need. Our reputation is on the line. It's a big problem.
Hey, Charles. Yes, Charles Styles, Mystery Diners. Charles Mike Thomas. This is my wife,
Berenice,
Berenice. Pleasure to meet you.
nice meeting you.
I gotta tell you, I love the bike thing you have in here. All these vintage motorcycles. These are really cool.
Thank you. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. The community has just really embraced us. So we've started a fundraiser project for victims that have been seriously hurt in motorcycle accidents.
Yeah, that's a very worthy cause. So tell me how that works.
The motorcycle enthusiasts bring in motorcycle accessories, and we raffle them off to make money.
That's great. So what seems to be the problem? Why did you call me?
Well, we've noticed that some of the items for the motorcycle raffles came up missing.
So customers are telling you that they brought in items and you're not finding them in your inventory is what it sounds like.
Exactly.
And we've also noticed that some of the expensive items we have on display in the restaurant have disappeared.
So do you guys have any suspects?
I definitely want to take a look at my manager and my wait staff.
Well, we'll definitely start with your manager. We'll work our way through your entire staff. And it's also a good idea to keep an eye on customers because they could be responsible as well.
Whether it's staff or customers, we're not sure. We need to find out.
For this thing, Mystery Diners will focus on Joseph, the restaurant's manager, who may be responsible for missing motorcycle parts and accessories.
We'll come in, we'll wire your entire restaurant with hidden cameras and microphones. In addition, we also like to bring in undercover mystery diners. Some will pose as customers and others as new employees. By the end of the day, you'll have your answers and you'll know whether it's your customers, your employees, or if it's a combination of both.
If people think that the items they're donating are not making it to our fundraisers, they will stop donating and that will ruin our reputation.
To carry out the sting, cameras have been hidden at key locations throughout Fender's Moto Cafe. 4 cameras have been set up in the main dining room to give an overall perspective of the restaurant and its customers. 2 cameras have been set up in the back dining room. 2 cameras have been set up in the kitchen. And 1 camera has been set up by the main entrance to track any action that happens outside. Mystery Diner Shelby will go undercover as a waitress in training, and Leslie and Daniel will pose as customers.
control room. What do you think? Wow, this is pretty incredible. Well, I told you we were going to wire your entire restaurant with hidden cameras and microphones. As you can see, we didn't miss anything. We've got your dining area, your counter area, kitchen, your serving station. I mean, basically any place an employee customer can be. We got it wired up.
It's great that you're here to help us take care of the problem.
So that looks like your manager, Joseph, right there?
Yeah, that's Joseph. He's been with us since day one. I sure hate to think that he was involved in anything that's going on.
He is your manager, so I mean, if something is going wrong inside your restaurant, please be paying attention again. You know, Mr. Denner Shelby started as a waitress in training 3 days in advance of this thing, so why don't we check in with her and see how it's going?
So how do you like working here?
Great spot.
So who's that server right there?
That is our server, Greg. He's a hard worker.
Does a good job?
Yes, he does.
Well, I'm just noticing that customer allowed her son sitting on that motorcycle. Is that something you allow here?
For safety reasons, Charles, it's not something that we encourage here. And this is a $25,000 bike. Not a good thing.
Well, here comes your manager, Joseph. Let's see how he handles the situation, because you're dealing with a mother and child, and it's got to be handled properly.
It's a delicate situation.
Yeah, that's how fake that is. Ain't nobody in the world gonna do it like that.
That could open you up to a lawsuit. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna be really upset if somebody walks out of here with some memorabilia and nobody says anything.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I can't.
Check, he said check it at 340.
Okay.
Mike and Berenice Thomas, owners of Fender's Moto Cafe in Portland, Oregon, are concerned about missing motorcycle memorabilia.
If people think that the items they're donating are not making it to our fundraisers, that will ruin our reputation.
Charles has set up a control room next to Fender's, where Mike and Berenice can watch everything that happens in their restaurant with our hidden cameras.
Wow, this is pretty incredible.
And after starting the sting, manager Joseph injures a child while removing him from a motorcycle display.
Yeah, you want him off the bike, but that was inappropriate. He should never have handled that child like that.
If anybody touched my child, I would go ballistic.
That can get you a lawsuit.
Exactly. That really makes me mad.
That's not the right way to handle that situation.
Exactly.
That horrible customer service, your main problem is still you're missing memorabilia. And at this point, we don't know if your staff or customers who are responsible.
That's very true.
So do you, Jay?
Find out if it's even possible for a customer to even steal anything from your restaurant.
All right, let's try it.
We'll go outside it. Then after that, we're gonna be at work.
Leslie already inside your restaurant. She's just
We don't
finished
wanna go
her meal,
outside?
get ready to pay her bill.
How do you want to say something?
So let's have her try to steal some of your motorcycle memorabilia and see if any of your staff actually catches her.
Great. It'll be interesting to see if they are paying attention.
Well, Mike, what do you recommend that we try to have Leslie steal?
Well, there's a vintage side cover sitting underneath the RD350 right there by the door, so that would probably be one of the easiest things to get out.
Okay, well, why don't we test that theory and find out if Leslie can get out without being noticed? Leslie, there's a side cover sitting on a shelf near the exit. I want you to try to steal it on your way out the door.
Okay, Charles, I'll try.
I'm gonna be really upset if somebody walks out of here with some memorabilia and nobody says anything.
Well, if your staff is doing their job, they should know what's they better. Well, Leslie's found the motorcycle cover. She's looking around. Nobody's noticed that she's picking it up. And she's walking out the door.
And no one on my staff noticed. I can't believe that just happened in my restaurant.
I am furious right now.
Well, we just proved that a customer can walk out of your restaurant and steal So, Mike, that speedometer that customer's trying to donate, does it have any value?
We probably wouldn't use it for one of our fundraisers, but we'll put it in storage, and if somebody needs it down the road, we'll make sure that they get it and put it to good use.
Well, you know what? Why don't we use this opportunity then to have Shelby do some recon with your manager? Find out what he does with that speedometer and see if he follows the procedure and puts it in storage. And if not, that might explain why you're hearing about donated items that you've never seen.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Shelby, go over to the manager, Joseph, and ask him what he's planning on doing with that speedometer.
Hey. That's good. But what exactly is that? What are you going to do? I need to get back to work. Okay.
Apparently, Joseph recognizes it doesn't really have any value either, but he's doing the right thing, putting it back in storage, so that's a good sign. Well, aside from our visitor walking out with that big sign cover earlier, we still haven't seen anything regarding this motorcycle piece. So we'll have to keep watching and down the road. Great idea. I didn't know that. You guys are really running a fundraiser for somebody who was in a recent motorcycle accident?
No, we're not. I have no idea. I have no idea.
No.
Was it possible that your staff was doing a good deed for somebody who wanted to die?
No, something's not right. It just doesn't feel right. People donate really nice stuff, Charles. We've never raffled anything off a ticket for $3.
What's that?
With the help of hidden cameras and undercover mystery diners, Mike and Berenice Thomas, owners of Fender's Moto Cafe, have discovered that manager Joseph handles customers inappropriately. And customers are able to steal motorcycle accessories without the staff's knowledge.
She's walking out the door with it.
But even worse, waiter Sprague is selling raffle tickets for an unauthorized charity.
Raffle tickets are usually $10.
So this looks suspicious to you.
It does.
So who's the Donald they're talking about?
I have no idea.
No?
I have no idea.
No, not at all.
Another suspicion?
Yes.
So when you guys are running a real fundraiser, where does the money go once it's been collected for the raffle ticket?
It goes into a specific envelope that has the person's name on it.
Well, Sprague's doing the right thing, and this is a legitimate raffle. We should see that money go into an envelope marked with that customer's name on it. Look, he just took that money he collected and he's putting it in that backpack behind the counter, not in a sealed envelope for the customer it's intended for.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
But if this was a real charity, I would imagine your other service would also promote it. So why don't we watch and see if they offer raffle tickets to customers as well?
I have to get to the bottom of this.
So tell me about your other server here on the floor of the girl with pink hair.
Oh, that's Pinky. Excellent to have on our staff. We really love having her here.
You know what? Why don't we watch Pinky serve your customers over here at this table and see if she tries to sell raffle tickets to them as well?
Let's try it.
Well, we just watched Pinky wait on that table, and there was no mention of a fundraiser or her trying to sell any raffle tickets. So that leads me to believe that these tickets that Sprague is selling is for a complete scam. At $3 a ticket makes sense because nobody's going to miss $3.
I can't believe Sprague is lying to my customers.
Look, I know you're upset and would love to go down there right now, but we still haven't discovered exactly what's happening with the donated items that are coming in that never actually show up in your inventory. So I'm going to have Mr. Downer Daniel come in, donate a motorcycle helmet, and we'll find out how your staff handles it.
We definitely want to find out.
All right, Daniel, go on in.
I'm donating a top-of-the-line helmet and won't be asking for any receipt or documentation. No paper trail whatsoever.
If there's anyone on the staff
have to from the owners. This will be a tough temptation to resist. I would like to donate this for everything that you do for our community. Are you sure? I'm 100% sure. Joseph seems to be genuinely appreciative for receiving.
That helmet could easily bring in anywhere between $700 and $1,000. That's a great return.
Daniel. All right, see you. Take care, all right? Well, now that Joseph has the helmet, let's see what he does with it.
You better put it in the inventory room, which is where it belongs.
That really pisses me off.
Hey, let me see that.